Oh shit. Hello, what's up? I forgot I was live, y'all. My bad. What's up, what's up? I went old school. I'm back on I went YouTube today. It's easier to go old school. I ain't gotta worry about all the bullshit with Stream and Yard Stream. Or StreamYard. Just doing dishes, bored. Nothing's the same. Everything's weird now. Not liking it very much, but hey. But anyway, so what's going on YouTube? Y'all know what's going on in the streets. Besides JSB getting her ass ringed every other day. Oh, god dang, cat. Quit climbing me like on your damn post. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. He just like climbs up my back and decides he's gonna chill on my shoulder. Huh? Huh? You gonna climb on me and chill? What you looking for? Had some stuff I wanted to talk about, but so I was going through the community post this morning from everybody, or the ones I'm still subbed to anyway. And I've noticed Don B put up a post saying that he saw Candace the other day and that she looks healthy, and I guess people were starting to talk shit about him because of him saying some shit like that. So he put another community post up talking about the way she looks, because, you know, like a year ago, I guess she didn't look like Candace, and now she's looking like Candace. I don't know. I don't understand. I think she looks the same. I don't think she's changed her looks. Maybe let her hair grow out, which I think she should. I think she look good with long hair, but I don't bash her. You guys know this. I don't bash none of them. No, I'd like answers, but they're, you know, what if they can't give us the answers that we really are looking for? That's what my thing is. Like, everybody swears up and down that her and Dawn did something to that baby. We don't know that for facts. That's just what everybody thinks. Okay, yeah, we know they're not the greatest people. We know this. Like, we knew this from day one. And everybody has a past. We know this from our own experiences. You know? Because everybody has a past. I don't give a damn who you are. Everybody's got a past. Whether you get caught or not, you have a past. So if you haven't got caught, then you have all the right in the world to be like, oh yeah, I don't, you know, I'm good. I have a past. I am a very I never got in trouble for a lot of shit. Like, I've never dealt with the police until I moved to North Carolina. And, that's going between New York and Florida. But, yeah, like, hold on one second. Eva, shut up. Alright, I'm sorry. So, what I was saying was, we can't, just because people speculate that the parents done something, we cannot use that to our advantage. Because we don't know if they are, in fact, involved. We have speculations that they may be involved. Everything is still on the table. There is nothing closed out. There is nothing... nothing saying anything against them, Other than that, maybe they were a bit neglectful, per se. And now this stuff with the drugs coming out in JS, I don't know if I believe it. Like, that lady has lied about so much BS. You don't know what's true and what's not true. You don't know what to believe from that woman. Like, can you really honestly say you take her for her word? Do you really believe in what she's saying? So this is more or less my video than it is going to be my live. Because I don't think anybody's going to come in, which is okay. I'm good with that. Hey, princess. But with all the new shit coming out about what Jody Sue's saying, but at the same time, we can't believe everything everybody is saying because we don't know for sure. I always try to look for the good in people instead of the bad. That's just how I was raised. Like, you always give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I know, yes, some of you know her personally, so you've given her the benefit of the doubt. Oh. Yeah, I got tired of being called Dipey, so I was like, let me go ahead and switch it around and maybe it'll sound a little bit better. But thank you for coming in. I haven't seen anybody from Benny's chat in now almost a week. But yeah, like, we can't really believe anything anybody says from that damn place. I feel like Hawkins County is one of the most corrupt fucking counties in the state of North Carolina. Now, and that's not saying a lot because New York is very fucked up. Florida has a lot of fucked up counties, and so does North Carolina. All three states that I've lived in for more than a year. With that being said, I've lived in and visited quite other states. And yes, every state has their own thing. Everybody has their own suspicions, their own speculations, their own theories. And that's exactly what they are. Theories, speculations, concoctions, whatever else you guys want to call it. None of us were there the day Summer went missing, right? Right. So how do we know exactly what is true? We can't really believe anything JSB says. We really can't. Like, I'm all for that 100%. Now, when I went there in June, like, I did my own little thing. Like, I did not follow anybody else's lead. I didn't do what they did. Now, yeah, grant you, we all went by the house. I was the only one that was not able to go get in the driveway at all. Like, there was people sitting there, which made me kind of pissed off that, like, everybody else went and they could, if they wanted to, they were able to go up there. You know, like, it really kind of pissed me off. It really did. Like, how the hell? Why is it the day I chose to go, somebody's gonna fucking be there? But that's okay. I didn't get no weird feelings or nothing like that while I was there. Pretty much it was really pretty early still, so I didn't really get to see anybody either, so I'm guessing everybody that works around there was still at work. Not to mention, you know, for nothing, like, all these driveways go up a fucking hill. Literally, up the fucking hill. And my legs just don't work like that. Like, I told them ladies, if I really wanted to get up in the Wells house or up to their property, I can climb through the woods. I've climbed through the woods my whole life. I love hanging out in the woods. But it's just a little bit different. Like, when you go there and you see the shit for yourself, it's a lot different than seeing it on the pictures, a lot different than seeing it on video. Like, you get to experience this shit for yourself. Now, I went to most of the places that Summer had visited that last day. And I still didn't get to see no merry-go-round or anything like that everybody was talking about with a train thing. There wasn't one there. Like, there wasn't one at the park that I seen. Either one of the parks that I went to. Now, there's a park right down the road from Allie's house that has a splash pad and stuff. And I think that's the park they were saying that Summer liked to go to. I'm not sure. I really don't know what park they were referring to, but I'm thinking that's the park. We went by Allie's house. There was nobody there. Unless they park around back, there wasn't nobody there. We went by the hippie hole. They had pictures up of Summer. And the guy that works there said he was working there last year when he was the one that served Candace. That he served her vapes, and he said she bought something else, and I can't remember what he said it was. But he said she bought something other than the vapes from there. And he said she seemed nice, not like anything was out of the norm. Like, he's seen her quite often throughout the weeks. And since this happened, he said he's seen her maybe a total of 3-4 times. And he said he works just about every day. He said he has like 2 days off, so he works 5 days a week. Unless she goes in there on the 2 days that he's off, he said he's only seen her a handful of times. But like I said, I don't know how far I trust JS. Like, I don't believe not even 10% of what the fuck she says. I'm not saying that, you know, like, I think she's doing this just for the fun of it for her, because she finds fun in this sport. Which, there's nothing funny or fun in locating a missing child. Especially one like Summer that has, like, the whole fucking world in her hands, and this little girl doesn't even know us. But let's not forget that she's the type of little girl that doesn't know strangers. No, because she's too young to go into the hippie house. You have to be, I think, 18 or 21. I'm not sure. But you have to be older to go in. But like I said he's seen her. He does remember her. Yeah, she does. She inserts herself into shit that has nothing to do with her. Like, I don't understand why at all she inserted herself in this case. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, did you want 15 minutes of fame? Did you think that getting on the TV or whatever was going to keep you and Andy together? Because I guess you thought you had local celebrity status or something. I don't know. And I really don't care. She's like you said, irrelevant. Like, but it's just the fact that she's going back and forth with everything now. Like, I'm not gonna bash her. It's not my place to judge anybody. Not my place in the least. They will get their judgment on the day that they belong. And yes, I believe maybe most of it is about money. You're correct on that. But that brings me to Hawkins County. Like, I'm not too sure about TBI. But for sure, I believe Hawkins County had something to do with her missing. I don't care what anybody thinks. They could think I'm stupid for this. They could think that, like, I'm on the wrong path. But I seriously believe Hawkins County had more dealings in Summer's missing than just doing the investigation. Like, who's really doing the investigation here? Is it TBI or is it Hawkins County? Because Hawkins County, you know, the person that Cam and Allie spoke to said that they were pretty sure it was TBI. Then they get up with TBI and they said, no, they're just aiding Hawkins County. So what is it? Are you not helping? Are you helping? What the fuck are you doing? Like, inquirer minds want to know what the fuck you are doing. Like, seriously. Like, what are you doing, Hawkins County? You're not doing jack shit. We haven't seen jack shit at all. And what, 11 fucking months? No, I'm sorry. It's been what? It's been 12 months now. So, yeah, we haven't seen nothing from them in about 11 fucking months. Besides these little bullshit press conferences they do, telling us they don't know nothing more than they knew back then. Incredibly fucked up, incredibly retarded, incredibly stupid. Like, how do you not know nothing more than you knew back then? There's something you know. And I understand you don't want it to be leaked out because we've got a bunch of idiots on the YouTube that like to fuck up shit and stir shit up in the wrong direction. Then you got clueless YouTubers like me. You don't know what to fucking believe. You don't know who to believe anymore. You don't know what's right, what's wrong. And grant you, like I said, I understand in a minute. I understand completely why they haven't told us anything. If they do know anything, I do understand it. I understand completely. But at the same time, that's not helping the situation either, because you don't want people to keep telling lies, and you don't want people to keep spreading the rumors. In order to do that, dear, is give us something. Tell us something. That's all we ask. Just tell us something. Something that, you know, will be credible to the case. Something that would help the case. And I know why you're not doing that as well, because you don't want it to get turned into something that it's not. Understandable. I understand. I really do. I mean, I don't know how many others believe, but I really do understand. I do. I have a lot of law enforcement in my family in different directions. Whether it be police, whether it be like the North Carolina State Bureau, New York or Florida. Like, I have a lot of family in LA. And and medical field for that matter, you know. But I've talked to a couple of people in my family that work for LE, and I ran this case by them. And I've ran the different scenarios. Now, I didn't go through what people tell them, what people come off the wall and say, because that's just hearsay. I did, however, tell them the facts that I knew. And they, in fact, told me that there is more to this case. There has to be. And I told them the reason why Ellie is being really quiet about it. Because of all the people. And they were like, well, that's still no reason not to give any information out if they don't want false shit being spread around. How do you stop false information being spread around? You give them something to go on, they said. Yeah, no, I'm not cleaning my silverware drawer. I'm doing my dishes. This is the only way I can clean, is if I'm talking to somebody or if I think I'm talking to somebody. Like, I didn't get on thinking anybody was going to come in today. I haven't seen really anybody in a few days now, so I just figured I'd come on and do it myself, do my dishes, and talk about my feelings in this case. Like I said, I didn't really think anybody was going to come in. I really didn't. I didn't think I'd see anybody from Benny's chat at all. Most of my mods are not mods no more for me, and I doubt I'll see them. By their choice, not mine, so. Yeah, I just figured I'd do this on my own, and somebody came in. Like I said, I was more or less going to do this as a video than a live for that reason. But I do appreciate you coming in. I do, I really do. I've missed everybody, and I don't know what's going on. And right now, to the point where I don't give a fuck no more, because life's too short to worry about why somebody is mad at you for no reason. Or why you get treated like shit for no reason. So, with that being said, off to my subject with Candace again. So yeah, Don B said in one of his posts that he's seen Candace, or actually I think it was in his video, that he's seen Candace the other day, and she seemed like she was taking care of herself, or whoever she's with is taking care of her. She looked very healthy and kind of cleaned up, so maybe that's a start for her. Maybe she is staying sober. We can all hope. Hopefully when Dawn comes out, she will be completely clean and sober, and that might be some way to get their lives back on track if they decide to be back together. Because you can't have one out there doing drugs and drinking and the other one trying to stay clean, because it will never work. Trust me on that, I know from experience. But I don't wish no ill intentions on anybody at any point in time. I always wish the best for everybody. And I just wish and pray that she could get her life together for them babies. Them babies need her more than anything. I don't care about Donna or her mom or nothing like that, but them babies need her. Even with them being in the foster home, they still they still want their parents. I don't care what anybody says, even if they are better off. Every kid needs their parent. The ones that birthed them, the ones that gave them life. And if she is trying to do better for them, I hope and pray that it works out. But we need to find Summer. And maybe after she's clean, she can give us details. Maybe she does know something more than we do, and we don't know. But either way, I just wish the best for her. Like, I really do. I want her to be healthy, sober, happy, like whatever it takes. But I can tell her straight off, drugs and alcohol are not going to make her happy. Because no matter if you get fucked up to, if you get fucked up enough to try to get shit, try to forget shit or whatever, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I do know what I'm trying to say, I just don't know what the words are. But, if that's what you're trying to do, like, numb yourself from everything that's happened or that's going on, it's not the right way to go about it. Because it's going to be there as soon as you come down from that high. That would be what? Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember if it was yesterday or the other day. But yeah, he said she looked really good for considering. And now he's getting shit from his subscribers and members because he said that. But with Don B, you never know what's the truth and what's a lie either. Like, he tends to roll with whatever he hears. It doesn't matter if it's the truth or not. Like, that man, I swear sometimes I don't think he knows what the truth is from a lie. Because there's like some things he talks about that I'm like, I would never bring that up if not knowing the truth. Definitely not. It's, you know, that's just not something you bring out to light until you know for sure. So me and him go back and forth bumping heads constantly. But I wish people would just sit there and think about some of the shit they say before they actually fucking say it. Like, I'm bad for that too. I have word vomit. I do. I know I do. I'm bad for it, especially if it's in the heat of the moment and I'm really pissed off. Like, I will have word vomit and not even realize half the shit that I'm saying. That's just how upset I was at the point in time. And no, it's not fair to some people, but it is fair because, you know, it depends on the situation. So, I mean, I just hope and wish the best for Candace. I really do. I want her to experience a normal life rather than one on drugs 24/7. That's not a life. And I mean, grant you, I understand that she's lied to a lot of people. She's told a lot of people bullshit. You know, we don't know what to believe out of her mouth as well. But in the same aspect, we don't know if what she does tell us is truthful. Just because it doesn't sound like a truth doesn't mean it isn't the truth. That's my aspect of it. Don I have nothing to say about because he's been locked up for the last fucking, what, 6 months now, maybe? 5 months? But I just don't waste my time on Don because he's kind of sketchy to me. Like, I definitely don't know what to believe when it comes to that man. Honestly. I definitely do not know what to believe when it comes to that man. But, like, there's too many people that inserted themselves in this case. Like that Leslie. Leslie, what was her last name? Light or Hill? I know she was either related to the Hills or the Lights. I don't know how, and I don't care. Because I don't think that bitch needed to put her 2 cents into anything. It was like between her and Grandma Sherry, they were creating the narrative that day for the interviews, and yeah, they didn't belong there. Like, knowing they were getting ready to do them interviews, they shouldn't have had nobody else there with them other than their families. Like, Leslie is not a part of their family, never has been and never will be, so why the fuck was she there? Like, that just put a spin on it to make it more unbelievable. That might just be my thought on it, but I believe there was... Like, we're all here to find this little girl, are we not? That's what we're here for, right? Why can't everybody just get along and do what we're here for? Not that I give a shit if everybody gets along, but it's just getting a little bit ridiculous now. That instead of trying to find out where this little girl is, you guys are more worried about finding out the history between this person and that person. Like, the key players are the 5 that were there in that house, or on that land. 4, 5, no, there was 5. 5 that were on that land. Damn it, my plate broke. When Summer went missing, 1 was at work. Then you got JSB that wants to insert herself in it. And we don't know how much of that is true at all. But why did the dog stop at her feet? Like, I keep going back to that. Like, did she, it wasn't a drug dog? That could have been a drug dog. That could have been a drug dog. For all we know, that could have been a drug dog that stopped at her feet. And I don't care, but for the most part, they do not cross-train dogs. My cousin is a dog handler in the state of New York. She said none of their dogs are ever cross-trained. Ever. She said not even the FBI dogs are cross-trained. And basically told me whoever said that is a flipping lie. Now, I can't remember who it was that said it, honestly. But, I mean, I guess each person that does the job does it differently. But she said she knows that the FBI don't even fucking cross-train dogs. Because it can ruin them. Like, they're there for one job and one job only. So, what happens if you cross-train a dog? That dog isn't going to exactly know what the fuck it's going for. Am I going to look for the drugs? Am I going to am I going for drugs? Am I going for a recovery? Am I going for a body? Like, what? And most dogs are trained in, like, German. Like, they listen to German. So, I mean, I don't know. But it just makes you wonder, like, was that Constable Creasy guy there? Because I think he has a hard-on out for JSB and Andy and all them. Because, like I keep telling everybody, y'all don't realize or don't pay attention. They had drug indictments come out within 2 weeks after Summer went missing. Within 2 weeks after she went missing, they had drug indictments. So what does that tell you? I think this shit was just brought on. So what I think is that Hawkins County had something to do with Summer being gone. Getting gone. I really, really, really believe they have something to do with it. They know where she's at. That's why they're not saying nothing. That's why the case isn't going anywhere. Because there's too many of us watching for them just to be like, oh, we found her. She was here. She was there. There's too many of us. Way too many of us watching. Way, way too many of us. So they can't just be like, oh, we found her wandering in the woods. Or, no. A year later? Ain't no way. We're not as stupid as they think we are. But we need to stop looking at everybody else for a little bit and start concentrating on fucking Hawkins County. And that's what they want us to do. They want us to keep looking towards everybody else so they can do what they got to do and keep it hush-hush. Now, if we're looking at all these other people in the hollows, you know, if we're looking at all these other people, we're not paying attention to a word they're saying, a word they're doing. So they pretty much got control. But, yeah, we really need to start looking more into the Hawkins County. Like, because I'm telling you, them motherfuckers are corrupt out there. They are corrupt. You know, the whole time I was out there, I didn't see one Hawkins County Sheriff, not one Rogersville Police, not one. Except for when we got to the vigil. But that was Kingsport Police. And then the security they had. I just hope and pray that everything comes to an end here soon. Like, whoever has her, whoever knows about her, please just let them have her back. Hawkins County, if you guys are behind this, shame on you. You guys are like the worst kind of law official there is, because no way, shape, and form should you do this. Regardless of what you're trying to catch or who you're trying to catch, it's fucked up in every aspect of the sense. And you kind of make it look no better than the fucking YouTubers that are out there doing fucking stupid shit themselves. Like, come on. For real. What is the purpose of it? I don't understand. I don't think I've ever took as much time on a case, going over a case like I do with this one. Like, no matter how many times I try to move past it, I've always come right back to it. And that's not, like, I can't give my full attention to somebody else's case because I'm so still worried about Summer. That's not fair to me, nor anybody else that's doing research on this case. Too many of us have put in too many hours on this case. Too many of us have put in too many days on this case. There's just too many of us doing shit for this case, and we're not getting no answers out of it at all. And that's why I keep going back to, what if Candace and Don don't know nothing about it? Because I'm pretty sure within this year, with it being a year now, that they would have slipped up. Don being locked up, getting scared to go to Utah, I believe he would have sung. If he knew anything. But you got to also remember, they're married. So no matter what, in a court of law, no matter what, they can't turn on each other. They don't have to. There is not, that's just how it is. So we got to look in different ways. We got to look other areas. Because they don't have to tell us shit. And they don't have to testify against each other. Whether they're getting divorced or not, they're still legally married, so they do not have to testify against each other. And you got to look at that from that point of view too. Alright, but back to what I was saying. I still think we need to focus more on the early TBI. Because I still really feel like Candace fell asleep that day. And when she woke, and that's the guilty knowledge that she has. Not that something happened to her or what happened to her. She has guilty knowledge because she fell asleep and doesn't know what happened. And she knows she was going to get ridiculed for that. And she was right. She did. That woman gets ridiculed for even if she goes pee the wrong way, y'all. Like, we know she wasn't the best mom. We know she didn't have the best upbringing. You know, it's kind of weird that two people from the same family go missing different times. You know, it's just, there's a lot of shit that's weird about this case. There is. Could it be? Hey! I think Hawkins County has a lot more to do with it. The more I sit here and think about it, the more I think that they have something to do with it. Like, I feel like they cold-heartedly have something to do with it. And no, not just investigating. I believe they have more to do with it. I mean, even TBI might have something more to do with it. That's why they keep saying this case is out of the norm for them. If they have more to do with it than they want to, but because it's already been done, they have to go with it. I don't know. I'm just talking shit right now. But I really think Hawkins County has something to do with it. Whether or not TBI does, I have no idea. But I swear to you, I believe Hawkins County has more to do with it. They're just really fucking shady out there. Like I said, the whole time I was there, and I was there for almost 5 days, I did not see not one fucking cop until we went to Warriors Park. And that was only the day of the fucking memorial. I mean, the vigil. Because when I went there the 2 days before that, you know, I was there both days. And then went there Thursday, before I left. So, yeah, I believe the LE has a lot more to do with this. Like, a lot more. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, but I swear. I mean, I've seen cases that went on for years and years and years like this. But at least they usually have a little bit more information to go on than she just walked out her back door. But, yeah, I really think we need to look at Hawkins County, because them shady motherfuckers. How the hell their jail had 2 hangings in a week, or within 2 weeks, something like that. Inmates hung themselves. You're supposed to check on them at least every hour and a half, I believe it was. How the fuck did this person hang themselves, but yet you never found them till the morning? So that means somebody wasn't doing their job now, was it? Kind of fucked up. They died in your custody. Your custody, fucking sheriff. You are over that jail. What else are you hiding from everybody? Lawson? But like I told them ladies at the fucking... that were sitting in Candace's fucking driveway, I am not worried about the fucking law. I could care less what they have to say. All I know is that they have something to do with Summer's disappearance, and they need to start shedding light on it. I mean, let us know she's okay. You know, that would be the main thing, because everybody thinks that the poor baby's gone. I believe she's still with us. I really do. I believe she's still with us, and they're taking care of her. Probably better than she's ever been taken care of. But at the same time, you know, why do you have people out here fucking doing what they're doing and causing riffraff if you just tell us? It'll stop. Like, they won't have so many people on your ass asking questions, always calling FBI, TBI. Give us something. Period. Doesn't it make a little bit more sense? But like, you got all these creators fighting over who has the most information, who's right, who's wrong. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinions, regardless of what the fuck they are. My mom has always told me opinions were like assholes, and everybody's got one. So, with that being said, you know, everybody uses it daily. I just believe that it wouldn't be so bad right now, and nobody would be all over OE or TBI's asses if they handed us something, whether it be small. Just something small. Hand us something, damn it. She okay? That's all we want to know. Just, can you answer that? Is she okay, TBI? Is she okay, Hawkins County? This case is out the norm, right? Why is that? Why is it out the fucking norm? I never heard somebody say that before. This is out the norm. Because you guys are constantly thinking that she wandered off. She did not wander off. I'm sorry. Whether you guys are being truthful on that or not, she did not wander off. There was too many dogs out in them woods to pick up her scent, whether it be death or alive. You know, you haven't even told us what kind of, if it's still a recovery mission, or if it's, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is right now. I'm so irritated. Get this done and then I can sit down and chill. An hour? Goddamn. Give me an hour to do the damn dishes? Are you crazy? I need to turn this off because I don't need to get copyrighted. Oh, cats are so disgusting. Eh. Really don't. That kitty. Where did I put it? Maybe I'm out. All right. Dishes are done. Let's go talk some more. I was watching a live today. Hold on one second. Say move! Why you gonna stand right in my fucking way? Alright, so I'm back. And what I was talking about earlier is I was watching a live today. I'm not sure whose it was. I just kind of strolled about it. And, some things that people say are fucking loony. They're like loony.
To help prevent bleeding gums, try saying hello gum wash with Parodontax Active Gum Health. It kills 99% of plaque bacteria and forms an antibacterial shield. Try Parodontax Active Gum Health mouthwash.
Oh, look at that. Nemesis are on. I love how, like, people go live at the same time and they're not even friends. Like, they don't like each other. Why do you go live at the same time? I think you guys do that on purpose. Like, you know that this person is going to stream you when you're live, so then you try to do it to them. Where is that even cool? Like, that ain't even right. You're doing it purposely. Like, are you going to say something purposely that they want to know? I have a lot of questions and no answers. And the way shit's going now, I'll never have the answers to what I want to know. I've been taking all kinds of notes. I've been doing all kinds of shit, like trying to keep myself busy because of all the shit that I've went through in the last few days. And no, I won't talk about it on live. So please don't ask me in the comments if you do decide to comment. Huh. It's like people do shit to do shit. Like, I don't understand why. Why? Hush. What is the... Shut up! I just don't understand why people do the shit they do and why they say the shit they say. I just wish we had answers on everything, like everything that we want to know. Why can't we have answers? And, you know, I've had people comment talking about, oh, you only get like so many people in your live. Why do you even go live? I don't do this for anybody. I do this for myself, just to let people know. Like, I'm not doing this because other people are doing it. I'm not doing it because I want to follow in somebody else's lead. No. I'm doing this because it helps me in my mental health. In the last 3 years, I've been through a lot of traumatic shit, and this is my way of getting over it. This is my way of getting through shit. I'm not a follower. I don't follow. I'm more of a pay attentioner. Like, I like to pay attention. Like, you may not think I'm paying attention, but I really am. Now, and then they were like, well, like I said, they said I never have anybody comment on my page, my videos. I don't care. That's less I have to worry about going back and answering them. It doesn't bother me. Does it bother me that I don't get a lot of people in my lives? No, not really. I like quiet lives. I can talk all I want and not have to worry about it. Do I like when people are in my lives? Of course. Everybody likes people to be in their lives. Everybody likes for people to talk to them and shit like that. You know? I mean, I'm no different than anybody else. I love people. I love to talk. So, if this is one way to do it, then I'll do it this way. Like, I mean, I don't care. I can do my lives as a video. It doesn't bother me. It might bother me a little bit because I'm over the 1 hour mark, but it doesn't bother me. I'm used to it. I'm used to being ignored. I'm used to being by myself. I'm used to it all. Like, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. Did I fall for some stupid shit? Yes, I did. I fell for some real stupid shit, and I'm regretting every bit of it. Did I absolutely love the people that I was around? Yes, I did. Like, they were really awesome people. Did they show their true colors? Doesn't everybody in the end? Doesn't everybody end up showing their true colors? Do I know? Do I think some people know? No, I don't think some people know what happened. Do they deserve to know? Of course. Am I going to be the one to tell them? No. If they don't realize that I'm not there, maybe they'll come and ask me. But as far as me going to them and saying something, I'm not going to. It's, it's not worth my mental stability. It's not worth me getting upset and crying and not crying because I'm upset. I'm crying because I'm so pissed off because I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's okay. Like, it really is okay. Like, I was good before and I will be good after. Do I miss everybody? Of course. I was with them every fucking day. But you know what? I miss me before. I miss my channel beforehand. I miss all my people that I had in beforehand. Whether it be 5 or 6 people, then people rolled with me from day one. And I don't ever want them to feel like they're not important to me or they're not important at all, because that's not true. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have a channel. Do I believe everything that's going on? Hell fucking no. No. Why would I believe everything? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I? I've been lied to. You've been lied to. Can't say I was really used, because I really wasn't. Besides for my mental stability, I wasn't used. Like, I would never say I was used. Oh god, these fucking shit needs to go away. You know what I do here lately? I've been doing this for a while, but this is the most thing that I do here lately. Like, I really don't go into people's lives very much anymore. Not since last weekend. I go into a couple, not very many. And if I do go in, I don't talk no more. It doesn't get you anywhere. It really doesn't. We have other things that we can talk about that's more important than other creators or other subs or whatever. I don't care. Like I said, my subs are not called subs. They're called lovies. They are my lovies. Because I love them for just the fact of subbing. See, like this shit right here. Jody C. Brown claims she knows what went down at 110 Ben Hill Road. How does she know she wasn't up there? That's what and like people sit there and believe this shit. She was not up there. Do you not remember Don saying that he saw her down there at the creek with the boys looking for Summer? She wasn't there. And I do remember back in the beginning, they said that Candace said that her and Jody C weren't really friends. They didn't really like each other. So what's true? Were you friends with her just because her daughter went missing? Like, tell me, why were you friends with her? What was it all over? I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I should do. I haven't been real happy for the last 3 years up until probably the last 3 months. I've been the happiest I've been in 3 years the last 3 months. And now I feel strained and like I'm going back into that god awful place I never wanted to be. Never wanted to be. I didn't want to be in that place. I don't like that place. And I'm only there because of my sister. And I don't know how to get out of this dark spot. I really don't. I do not know how to get out of it. I can't. I used YouTube as my way out. I used YouTube as the way to get me out of my own feelings and my own thoughts. Who is this Doug that everybody was talking about got beat up? Was it from No what is it? No Thanks or whatever it was? Is that the Doug they're talking about? Or is there another Doug, a YouTube creator? Somebody said that he was sitting in his car last night and some guy came up and beat the shit out of him. And he's like in ICU or something right now. I don't know. But I will never ever let YouTube control me like my thoughts, me personally. I will never let YouTube control me. Now, when I first started doing it, it was very addictive. It was, and it still can be. If you belong to the right, if you're doing this for the right reasons. If you're doing it for the right reasons, it could benefit you in multiple ways. But if you're only doing it to troll people and call them out and make them look like idiots or anything like that, then you're on this and in this for the wrong reason. Period. I mean, I don't know how they break it down into communities on here. I really don't. I don't know who's belongs to what community or where the communities are, for that matter. I know that when it asks you when you go live, it'll ask you, like especially on the regular YouTube, it'll ask you if it's for entertainment purposes or what like category you want to put it under. I always put it under people and blogs or news and articles. Because in a way, I'm kind of not wanting to be in the true crime community. I want to cover true crime, don't get me wrong there. But the way the true crime community is, I really don't want to be a part of it. Like, it needs to straighten up some. It really does, because everybody is out to get everybody else. For what reason? Can anybody honestly answer that? What reason? Hey, J. Diaz. Hey, Sippin. Thank you, Izzy. But we've got to get a grip on shit. Like I said, I don't do this because for any other reason other than I want to do it for myself. Keeps my mind preoccupied. Like, I don't like that dark spot. I don't want to be in that dark spot. I want to be out in the open. I want to be happy. I want to be go getty or whatever the hell the word is. I'm just tired of the bickering, tired of the he say she say bullshit. There's like no reason for it. I can understand if we were still in fucking high school, but hello, I graduated well over fucking 20 years ago. And I'm not trying to go back. I mean, I don't know if y'all want to go back, but I sure the fuck don't want to go back to high school. Grant you, I had a really good time in high school because I didn't chill with just one select group of people. I was friends with a whole bunch of different people. I was able to fit in with the jocks. I was able to fit in with the nerd. Well, not really the nerds. I befriended them because they were a lot of help. The metalheads, the goth people, I don't know what the fuck you call these people. Like, that's why I don't know what to call them, because I fit in with everybody. I always look for the good in everybody. I don't want people, I don't know. I don't like when people do shit out of spite. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I know my shit's dark. It doesn't make any sense to do shit out of spite, because all you're doing is asking for karma to come back on you. Now, me and Karma, we don't get along very well. I learned my lesson with her back in the day, and I'm not trying to go head to head with her no more. I don't know about y'all, but I've had I've had really good bad luck with Karma. Hello, Charlie K. Night, Izzy. I really didn't expect people to come in, but welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you coming in. Charlie K is a new one. They come from Griffin Raged After Dark. He's a real good he's good people. So please all give him a warm welcome. Well, yeah, I really didn't expect people to come in today. I was actually going to do a video, and it started out as a video, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep talking. I like talking. I do. I really do like talking. It helps. It helps a lot. Like I said, I've had a rough 2 years, and I'm trying to pull myself out of that dark spot. And I swear, this past weekend, I felt like I was right back in it. It's not good. It's not. It really isn't a good place to be in that dark spot. I don't know how y'all's dark spot is, but my dark spot is evil. She's like, whenever I get in that dark spot, I lose people. And I mean, not people who stop being friends with me. I mean, literally lose people. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot you were in New York there, Charlie. We did talk about that, didn't we, huh? The 4th? No. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't make plans anymore because every time I make a plan, it goes to hell. So I just look at it like this. If it happens, it happens. I know my sister-in-law is going to the beach for the week. She's leaving Monday, which is the 4th. So I think, if anything, me and my husband might go over there. And since all her and her kids are going to be gone, I think we're going to use the pool over there. So yes, ma'am. It is easy to fall back in that bitch, but it's sure, yeah, you got to pull yourself real hard to get out of it. And when I lost my sister in 2020, boy, that was the deepest, darkest hole I've ever been in. And it's really hard to get out of that. Like, I'm still, to this day, trying to pull myself out of it. And like I said, the happiest I've been in the last 2 years was the last 3 months. And it's pretty shitty that one weekend can put you right back into it because of one issue. Oh, cool. I've never been to Illinois. Ain't that Chicago? Yeah, Chicago. Springfield is in Missouri and in Illinois. Isn't half of it in Illinois and half of it in Missouri? Just like Kansas City? Or St. Louis, I mean. Yeah, I've been in North Carolina now over 20 years. Because I graduated high school in Florida, and by that September after graduation, I was in North Carolina. So I've been here since like 97, 96. I can't even remember what year I graduated. Either 96 or 97. And I've been stuck ever since. And they call me a halfback now because I'm halfway between New York and halfway between Florida. Yeah, I know. You're an East Coast. You're a North Carolina baby through and through. I'll tell you what, though, when I moved to North Carolina, this has to be the weirdest fucking state I've ever lived in. For real. The weirdest fucking state I've ever lived in. Like, their words are so funny. Yeah, halfback. Their words down here are so funny. Like, My first week here, I learned about 10 words. Seeds, to me, you know, are things that you plant in the ground. But obviously, to North Carolinians, seeds means kids, which another word for kids in North Carolina is also youngins. They're not just kids. They're not just kids. And then you got yonder. Yonder. Over yonder. Can't just say over there. Over yonder. I mean, just the words here are so funny. Like, I'll never forget that first day that somebody asked me, the first person that I talked to in the state of North Carolina that was not my family, looked at me and said, "You have any seeds?" I got sunflower seeds, if that's what you're talking about. The county from, you can always tell when people come from there. It's a different accent than where? What county? The only county that I found different is Brunswick. But most of the other counties that I've been through in North Carolina, which there's 100 counties, y'all. There's 100 counties in North Carolina, so there's no way that I've made it to all 100 counties. Brunswick, if you've ever been to North Carolina Beach, or Wilmington, you've been to Brunswick County. My county is one of the smallest counties out of the 100, which they are now actually kind of pushing our county lines out, our city lines out. They keep rezoning. It's a pain in the ass. If they're not fucking our streets up by making the roads all kind of weird, we got loop-de-loops all over the fucking place now. And loop-de-loop to me is like a roundabout. Like, you go around this way to come this way, and you go this way to go that. It's a fucking headache. But, we have a lot of cool things about this state as well. Like, we were one of the main states through the Civil War. My road, the road I live on, they literally walked up and down the planks down this road, from the horse and the house and the horseshoe, which was like a main settlement, I guess you would say, for the Civil War. And they would walk all the way down my road to Brunswick County, to the beach, to where the ports were. It was at one point, but I think my county might got you beat now. We were the smallest, and now the military is bringing their asses here, and it's a pain in the ass. So if you guys are looking at, I'm not looking at the camera because I'm watching the chat. I'm on regular YouTube, and they don't like to show the chat. You got to keep pushing buttons. So I just turned on a different phone just to watch the chat. But we have a lot of paranormal shit here. That is for sure. We really do. There's quite a few places around this area that I live in that are haunted. We got something called the Devil's Stomping Ground, which is probably about 10 minutes down the road, 15 minutes down the road that way. And there's all kinds of stories about that place. Then we got something called Gravity Hill. I don't know if you ever heard of that place, Sippin'. I think it's going towards the mountains. And the road is literally on a slant like this. And if you put your car in neutral, it'll roll up this hill. Now, the story behind that, I do know. A mom and a little boy were broke down on this road. And where they were broke down on the road, like was at the bottom of this hill, and it's right there at a curve. And somebody was coming around that curve and didn't see them and hit the mom and the little boy. So it's said that this mom and little boy, whenever you put your car in neutral at the bottom of this hill, they'll push you all the way up. Damn, cat. You heard about Gravity Hill or Devil's Stomping Ground? A lot of people know about Devil's Stomping Ground. That's actually in Chatham County. But I'm dead stuck in between. I'm in Lee County, but I'm stuck in between Moore and Chatham. The hill, yeah, Gravity Hill. Then we got the USS North Carolina, which is down Sippins, where Sippins from, in Brunswick County. It's at the beach. And this water that it sits in is surrounded by alligators. They do have alligators in there. So I don't suggest anybody to walk around that water or the area unless you're just going up the thing to go up into the ship. The ship is for sure haunted. That is one of the ships. I can't remember if it was in Pearl Harbor or if it was in a different war. But one of the wars, the whole side of it got blown out by a missile, and like hundreds of people got killed. Hundreds of people. And it's to say, now that they patched it up and everything, it's said to be haunted. Like all them military men. Yeah, they do have a lot of haunted graveyards in Wilmington as well. But that's because of the Civil War too. A lot of them they call a lot of the older cemeteries in North Carolina Quaker estates. Where my father-in-law is buried is called they have a newer part of the cemetery which is huge, and then they got the Quaker estates, which I'm guessing there's 1,000 graves there, but a lot of them don't have stones, so you don't know where they are. Because now, whenever you want to get buried in that part of the graveyard, you have got to do extensive testing on the ground to make sure there is no other grave there. Along with make sure the ground is settled enough to do it. Hold on one second. Ooh, it's cold. Sorry, I got cold. It's really cold to me. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, North Carolina is one of the weird states I live in. I didn't find anything weird about Florida when I lived there. I don't know about any haunted places down there or nothing like that. I was only there for a few years. New York now? They got some haunted spots. They got George Washington's headquarters, which was on the Hudson River. And that I grew up right up the road from that. And they would always do cool things on Washington's birthday or, just anything to do with when Washington was in presidency. I got other things too, but I can't remember quite. Yes, you are correct on that. Very correct, Charleston, South Carolina. They have one of the best fucking bridges too, though. They do. I'm like obsessed with this fucking bridge that they have there. But yeah, I was reading on. Yeah, it is. I was reading on some of the titles. Some of the titles these people have for their YouTube, for their lives. And it's funny. Like, it seems like week to week, they got their pick of who they're gonna fuck with. Week to week. I can't believe it's already 7:30, sipping. Jesus Christmas. I texted my husband to see what time his ass was going to come home. He didn't get home till like 9 o'clock last night. So I'm hoping this tonight he decides he's going to bring dinner home, because I'm not cooking again at 9:30 at night. Fuck that. Oh, I did want to show you guys something. It was so cute. So I got this in the mail, and it had no return name on it or nothing. It didn't say where it came from. So I don't know who sent it to me. I got an ankle bracelet. I don't know if you can really see it. It has like a little cup on it in the circle. So if you've ever seen my original avatar, it's a ring with a cup. It says "Cup of Crime" with Dippy. And there's like a little cup in the middle of this ring. And then they also sent me this one. It's like the tree of life with a cup sitting in the middle of it. It's cute. I don't know who sent them. I don't know where they come from, but they are adorable. I don't know if they were, because I've seen this DeBello thing before. So I don't know if these are supposed to go on them, or they just had these, and so they didn't have to get a box. They just put them on these. I don't know. They don't look like the type of jewelry that DeBello has. DeBello is more like bling jewelry, like really gaudy, out there jewelry. But yeah, I thought it was sweet too. It's cute. I think there was another one. I think there was 4 total. Maybe I was wrong. No, there is 4 total. Because I have one on. Well, I did have one on. It must have fell off. Yeah, it fell off. So this one had 2 of them on it. This one also had like a seashell with like a little cup hanging in the middle of the seashell with a tassel. And then I had another one that was kind of like this, but it was a heart. And I think they're in my bed somewhere. Because I know I was wearing them when I went to bed last night. That is sweet. I've never received mail from an anonymous person. And I received it yesterday, so I wanted to get on and say thank you today because I don't know who it was. But you should have seen me. I was examining them like, is there a bug on it? Is there some way that, you know, they can get my voice transmitted to them? I don't know who did it. Like, it's kind of suspicious that they didn't put, like, at least a name. Really? When did you find that out? In honor of Benny Keys. Oh. Let's see. Wow. Hold on. Oh, really? Hold on 1 second, Sippin'. Oh, we went out there last night. Or yesterday, actually, when, I don't know where you were. But, we came up there, I was gonna get one of those bleaches, and you weren't home, so we went ahead and grabbed the garden. Yeah, the two, you bought one bleach and you brought one of the bleaches up there. Because I need it because I use the regular unscented bleach for my dishes. Yeah, you got one of the real big ones, and he had got a small one. He said it was up there. So I was like, I don't care. I just need some for my dishes. It's like store brand. Okay. I don't know, but I thought I saw it right there by the washing machine window over the other day. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think the one that you're looking at is yellow. There was one, oh God, it was so funny. There was one that was curled up like a snail shell. I was like, what the hell? Dan's like, it needs water. And I was like, well, get to it. You're up here. Yeah, we went up there and watered it yesterday. Damn, I didn't take anything out for dinner. Fuck. Yeah, I've had one too, but my jaw's been hurting too, so I finally got one of those the things for the nighttime. I found it at the dollar store the other day, so I picked one up. Should have picked up more than one, but I'm doing that a lot lately too. She won't stop talking. I don't know, I bought this stuff yesterday that's some kind of oil for, supposed to help reduce tension, stress, and other migraines. So I put it on to see if it'll work. Some kind of oil. It has signatures in it. I don't fucking know. Decrease stress, tension, headaches, stress and tension, headaches, along with migraine. That's what it says. So we'll see. Well, I mean, that's fine. I just need a little bit of it. I was gonna say, if you want to just put a little bit in another bottle, that's fine too. But I've already done my dishes, so it doesn't matter. I had some antibacterial stuff that I didn't like using, but I used anyway. I'd rather use my bleach. Always have. Always, always, always. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing now. I forgot to take out. I was too busy doing dishes that I didn't even think about taking out anything for dinner. You guys do realize you guys are you're going to the beach on the 4th week. Monday is the 4th of July. It's still going to be busy that whole week. Shit. It's the beach. It's summertime. Right. Yeah, and then Danielle's like, well, I'll let you guys know where we are and you can come down for the day. I was like, your brother is not going to go to the beach for no damn day. God. She sent me a text last night, or yesterday. I was like, yeah, right. Give me a break. I was like, thanks for the invitation, but a day is not, he's not going to do a day. Yeah, he took all the fucking grapes down off the front fucking thing. I'm sure. Oh. Dan was mad as hell. I was mad. I was like, what the fuck? Dan was like, that was the whole purpose of doing that, so they had privacy on the front gate. I was like, and not to mention they were my grapes. Fucker. I was like, wait till I see her. Are they even blooming? Oh, I didn't know they were blooming. No. I've been fucking with the blackberries up front. Oh, God. Alright, well, go rest. We might come up this evening. I'll let him, and we'll see it when he gets home, what time he gets home, because last night he got home after 9:30. So. No. He was late coming home, so he wasn't talking to me very much. Because I told him to be home by 10:30, and he got here. It was like almost 11. And I was like, kind of late, aren't you? And he didn't say nothing. He's like, I'm sorry. And he went to bed. He didn't even say shit to me the rest of the night. I was like, you little asshole. I can't get her off the phone. Move! Get out there. I don't know. He didn't say shit to me. He was mad at me, like I said, because I was like, kind of late, aren't we? Yeah, he got here. He must have left like maybe about a couple. He probably left just before you walked in there because it wasn't too long before that he walked through the door. Yeah, I told him, I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care if you go up there and hang out, but I'm telling you, do not go in them bedrooms. I was like, you are to stay out in the living room, go outside, I don't care. You are not to hang out in the bedroom and talk. I said, there's no reason for it. Don't do it. He's like, alright. He didn't care. He doesn't get to see his cousins that often, so any chance he can hang out with them, he will. He'll listen. I mean, he agrees with you. But it goes in one ear and out the other because he feels like he has to help his dad pay bills. And sorry, you're 16 years old. You do not have to help him pay no bills. Oh yeah, he gets enough for me and Dan. Because he knows he has rules and shit like that when he goes down there. It ain't gonna be, you can do what you want, when you want, and how you want to do it. Yeah, he's with Dan right now. He's been here the last couple of nights. Yep. Well, that most of them have balconies for that reason now too, though. Well, they don't usually tell you no because that is the only outlet unless you're going outside. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go so you can go ahead and rest, and I'll give you a call if we come up. We're gonna come up. Well, you can bring something home for once. All right, bye. Oh my God! All right, so Michelle Walks, or is it Michelle After Dark? I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Michelle After Dark. Put out East Idaho News. It's a update on Dylan Rounds. So let's go ahead and listen to this. Hold on. Let me fix this. I gotta hook up my Bluetooth. I can't hear it myself. Oh. No, 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 no. Ah, some bitch. I don't know if it's gonna work like this. We are gonna try it. I just got it yesterday, so bear with me. I've never used it. All I know is I killed it. Gotta figure out how to fucking plug it up. There you go.
Power on.
Power
The
on.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Oh shit.
How significant they are. Some developments. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Nate here at the InsiderNews.com newsroom. Some developments this afternoon in the case of Dylan Rounds somewhat. These are significant developments. We will see how significant they are in the coming days. But right here, I have a 5-page arrest warrant for the man who lives near Dylan Rounds, and I'm gonna give it a second because I know people are going to be tuning in here. So let me give you some background. If you're just tuning in, this is Dylan Rounds. 19-year-old, went to Rigby High School here in eastern Idaho. He moved to Utah a few years ago to begin farming on this dry farm. You can see this is his farm here. Very rural area near the Utah-Nevada border. Dylan last spoke with his mother on May 26th, right before Memorial Day. It was a Saturday. He was worried about getting the grain truck under shelter because it was starting to rain, and he didn't want the rain to ruin his grain. And so he told his grandma, I gotta get the grain truck in, I'll talk with you later. No one has heard from him since. That was a Saturday. His family went out a few days later, and everything was Erie. His truck was still there, his pickup truck. His camper was still there. Right here is where he was staying. There was his truck. Obviously, his tractor was there, and there was no sign of Dylan. Since then, multiple searches have been done. This is in the middle of nowhere. Closest town is about 30 miles away in Nevada, over the border, Montello, Nevada. And since then, several people in the area have been interviewed. Now, the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office is leading the investigation. The FBI is also involved. And it is the FBI that filed this arrest warrant just yesterday. And I want to make it clear that they are not connecting this person directly to Dylan's disappearance. But here's what happened. The FBI went out there, actually the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office went out to the farm and began interviewing people, including a man named James Brenner. Brenner is 59 years old and was apparently squatting in a trailer 5 miles from Dylan's property. He was squatting in a trailer. He did agree to speak with investigators, and what happened was on the 16th of June, so just a few days ago, they went and spoke and served a warrant on Brenner's trailer. So I'm gonna read directly from here on the affidavit. And first, I want to say Brenner is a convicted felon. He has served time in prison. I believe it was 33 months in prison for possessing a firearm as a felon. Obviously, if you're a convicted felon, you cannot have guns. He served 33 months in prison for having firearms. He also has other felonies on his record. So the police spoke with Brenner, Brenner lives about 5 miles from Dylan's property. On the 11th of June, Box Elder County Sheriff's asked that the FBI come and join the case. On the 16th, they searched Brenner's trailer. They found ball ammunition, ignition caps, black powder, speed loads, all related to muzzle loading. Those were photographed in the trailer. They were not seized at the time. There were no muzzle loader firearms located in the trailer at the time. That happened on June 16th. So the police go over, they search the trailer, they find a bunch of guns and ammunition, they don't take it. 4 days later, all according to the arrest warrant, on June 20th, a friend of Brenner's, who goes by the initials DH in these records, in these documents, DH was interviewed by the FBI and the Sheriff's Office. During that interview, DH told the police that after Dylan disappeared, and after Brenner originally spoke with the police back on June 7th, Brenner brought 3 black powder guns over to DH's house and asked him to, quote, safekeep them. Brenner stated that he needed to do this for, quote, his own safety. And, quote, the last time he had trouble with the law, they took everything from him, and he did not want the things he had left to be taken from him. DH, the friend, agreed to store the muzzle loaders for him. Then DH gave those muzzle loaders over to the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office, where they were booked into evidence. So I hope all that made sense. Brenner is friends with DH. DH goes over to Brenner's house, says, I need you to store these guns. When he was asked why, he says, you need to keep them for safekeeping, because last time the cops got involved, they took everything from me, and I don't want the things I have left to be taken. Right? Is DH says that Brenner also brought him a rifle, a .22 caliber rifle. DH said he didn't tell police the day before about this rifle because he had been owed money by the rifle's original owner, and he felt that he should have a claim over the rifle that Brenner asked him to store to cover the debt. He explained to police that the rifle had been in the trailer on the property where Brenner had been living prior to him living there by a person who owed DH money. A little convoluted there, but basically, DH was owed money by the person who owned the trailer before Brenner moved in. Brenner moved in, took possession of the rifle. He then asked DH to store the rifle. DH didn't tell the police about the rifle because he felt that he had possession to it because the original owner owed him money. DH turned that rifle over to the FBI. It was loaded with 5 rounds of .22 caliber ammunition. So on the 21st, that very same day, the police went over to Brenner's trailer and they seized all of those original guns that they had been told about days earlier. So James Brenner, an arrest warrant issued for him. Police are very clear here to not connect him to Dylan's disappearance, but it is interesting to note that one of Dylan's neighbors, that an arrest warrant has been issued, that he is a felon, that he had all of these weapons in his possession. He was asking his friends to store the weapons because he was worried that the police were going to come and take them. That is the new news today. We're going to have a full story just a second on east.idahonews.com. You can read through it. We'll post the court documents. I want to give some credit here to Jeremy Harris at KUTV 2 News in Salt Lake City. He actually was at court today going through, checking things when he found this. And he was kind enough to let us know about it, because we're not checking Utah courts often, but this was filed in Utah, federal court in Utah. So we will see what happens with Brenner, what happens with this other person named DH, and how this is all connected to the Dylan Rounds case. I hope you followed all that. Kayla, do you have any questions?
Doesn't really look like it.
Okay, no worries. We're going to stay on top of this. Thanks for following us. You can get all the previous coverage on Dylan Rounds on east.idahonews.com.
Rise and shine.
All right, so that's the new update on Dylan. Maybe they'll find something. Let's see what else we can dig up. So I'm going to look more into Dylan Rounds because I really don't know too much about him or the other one that went missing, the other boy. I've been trying to concentrate on the trials that are coming up and the kids that are already missing. And I cannot believe Cher and the leader of the Scooby Boob Troop are going to do a live together tonight, y'all. So, Voices Behind the Walls and BHB are doing a live. It's called Off the Tracks with Bullhorn Betty. 110 Ben Hill. Where the hell? I keep losing it. 110 Ben Hill Road. She faced the monsters I talked to. I don't know if that's a good live, really, honestly, y'all. You got too many people in this case that inserted themselves that are just playing games with it. Like, is it funny that there is a kid missing in amongst all this? Is it funny? But yeah, we could probably make a funny ass live or video out of just the titles of some of these lives. See, when I first started this, I had like a total fucking different image of what I wanted my life. Hey, Kimmy. But yeah, the hell was I saying? Oh, R. Kelly got 30 years for sex trafficking, y'all. But yeah, oh, so this wasn't what I wanted for my channel. So like before I started actually doing this, which I started probably in February doing my own lives. But before that, I was doing my lives podcasting on different platforms. And so on YouTube, I'd watch a lot of like Danielle Hallen she's from North Carolina. She does true crime podcasting. Christina Randall, she's from Florida. She does true crime podcasting. Mostly everybody knows her. 10 to Life, Annie Elise, that chapter, Mike. Like, I kind of wanted to go in the direction they went in. And then I found live. Then I found out you can go live. So I was like, hell yeah, that's what I want. I think I wanted the videos. I just don't know how to incorporate when you do a video, get the pictures or the video or, you know, another video in it. I don't know how to do all that. So a video would be constantly me talking or just how I did the Dylan Rounds thing. But needless to say, I'm going to do me regardless, and I'm going to do what I like. I'm going to do it how I like. I don't belong to any crew. I don't belong to any group. I am me and me alone. I tried it. Wasn't what I expected. No disrespect to nobody, because I still happen to love the people and the person very much. And just because it didn't work out doesn't mean that I don't love them any less. It's just it didn't work out. I just wish shit would have went differently. But we've got
Don't
to
advertise.
stop following in the footsteps of everybody else and just do us. Do what we like, what makes us happy. Pretty much that's all we can do. It's just getting old and tiresome with people ganging up on each other, bashing each other, doxing each other, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Is it worth it? No. What are you doing? I never believed in it, and I still don't believe in it. Just because somebody's done it to me doesn't mean I'm going to do it back. But with all that being said, I'm thinking I'm going to end my life. My husband will be home soon. And for once, I'd like not to be on live when he comes through the door. But I love your faces. And maybe we can all get together like adults and human beings for once. Probably not. And I'm not really looking for it. I'm happy being by myself. I don't have to worry about I really don't have to worry about all the BS. Doing it myself. Like I said, I love everybody. I have no hate for nobody. I don't care. Do you how you want to do it. But just make sure you're doing it for yourself and nobody else. Trying to see what this damn Twitch shit is about. But I love you all. Have a blessed evening, and I might see you later.